Listen, there's no time for belittling pleasantries today. We have to prepare for the impending clusterfuck. That's right, Thanksgiving's coming. Your dad may be disappointed in all of your life choices, and your mom may have drunkenly called you a mistake every year since you were 5. But at least this go around, you can show up with some goddamn delicious food. Since you're probably familiar with getting stuffed, let's start with stuffing. You'll need a shit ton of dried bread, salt and pepper, sage, thyme, garlic, rosemary, a 1/4 cup of chopped celery, a 1/2 cup of chopped onions, a full cup of chopped mushrooms, a thingy of vegetable broth, and a fuck ton of butter. Using your disproportionately large man hands, crush the dried bread into a fine mist and place it in the baking dish. Set that aside, find an uncomfortably large pan, and saute all the things. Start with the butter, add the celery and onions, then the mushrooms, and the spices. Once you've got a load of flaccid vegetables, add them to the bread pile and mix. Finally, add broth in small quantities to make the stuffing moist. How moist it should be is up to you, but keep in mind it will become less moist after baking, so adjust how moist it is accordingly. Once it's moist enough, bake the thing at 325 degrees for about an hour, or until it suits your dainty palate, and you're done. But Auparis, what do you do if someone's already bringing stuffing? Well, if it were me, I would destroy everything they ever loved. But in the event that you're a pussy, and you don't enjoy raining destruction on your enemies, here's a pumpkin pie recipe instead. My first question for you is, are you a little bitch? Because only little bitches use canned pumpkin in a pre-made pie crust. We're gonna do this shit right. You'll need a motherfucking pumpkin, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 3 eggs, an extra yolk, a 1/2 cup of white sugar, a 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. For the crust, you'll need 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 5 tablespoons of cold water, and 3/4 a stick of chopped up frozen butter. Yeah, I already taught you how to make the crust from scratch, and I hate repeating myself, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch this video and prepare to be skull-fucked with knowledge. Now once you've made the crust, you'll want to fill it. First, we'll have to ready the pumpkin. First, find the bastard. Then, remove the stem. And split it in 2. Scoop out the insides. Then, place it face down on a baking sheet and cook at 350 degrees until the insides are forkable. Scoop out the pulp and then blend it. Once your pumpkin has been taught a lesson, get a giant bowl, add everything, and mix. When the mixture is smooth, dump that cat vomit into the crust and bake at 425 for 10 minutes. Then turn the heat down to 350 for the next 45 minutes. And there you go! Enough good food to make your family love you again. But probably not.